It's recording mainly the voices.
Yes, not
And if you have an issue with the bandwidth, you can always remove your, remove your picture, the video streaming. Then you'll have more bandwidth. But we're only 4, so there's enough bandwidth.
Yeah.
So you can continue, Chair.
Sorry?
You can continue, Chair.
Oh, okay. So I think we've agreed maybe, we've agreed we start with a topic on radiation protection, then allow anybody who is willing, but say that in the future sessions will only be attended by people who are paid up. And I was thinking maybe we can provide some certificates to those who are paid up. It also be a motivation for people to pay. I don't know.
But I thought you've been signing certificates for people, Cairo. The paid up.
No,
members.
this is for participation.
For the
For
session.
participation.
In this teleconference.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it would be a motivation. Because I think somebody will attend one on human health, and then tomorrow he might need that certificate. So he'll pay. He say, I attended, but I need the certificate.
Actually, in IEA, just by participating, you get a certificate. But it's an electronic certificate. And you know now that certificate, the secretary signs and the chair. And that's another very nice way of advertising our association.
Okay.
So we need to set up a date for this, so that when we are communicating now, we have the topic, who can participate, and when will this, when should this training take place? Daktari had proposed maybe 15th April. Okay, he was just mentioning. I don't know.
No, I'm not proposed. I just used as an example.
Okay.
Yeah, just as an example. But you know, if there's a panel today and we can get an audience tomorrow, we can have like what we are having now tomorrow. So it depends with when there's when the panelists are present, and then when we inform the people that this is what is there.
Okay.
So all we need is just to contact the panelists.
Yes. And once they agree, and then you inform me that this is the day you want, then I book a meeting. And then I invite the panelists, and then now we find a way of, and then you as secretary, people confirm to you that they are going to attend, so that you can give them the link.
So then maybe we need to suggest the panelists, and then we have people who will reach out to them and give maybe a feedback.
Have we agreed on the date?
We say the date will depend on the panelists, availability of the panelists. Once we communicate to them what is the appropriate time, maybe.
No, but
I think we have a
we should have a date as we talk to them.
Tentative, eh? Tentative.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would suggest maybe Friday next week, 17th.
Friday.
I suggest Friday is.
Now that okay.
Oh, Friday next week.
Yeah.
Now that's okay. I'll be present.
Okay, that's tentative, yeah.
Yes, tentative. So the names of people who are experts in the area of human health, I think here Daktari can help us. He has been in this.
Dr. Wambani?
Yeah, That's
a radiologist.
Wambani?
I don't know who else.
Wambani is the same as Sidika, yeah?
Yes.
Oh.
How about this gentleman, Barire?
Caesar.
Yes, yes.
Caesar.
Yeah, he's a radiographer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Eve herself, Evelyn.
Yeah, actually, if she's available, she will do. Yeah.
We have 3 people now.
You said you wanted 5, eh? So you can get also medical physicist.
Wahule?
Okay.
You can try him. I hope he will be sober that day.
We have to.
Who is the other medical physicist that we have in the group who can assist?
They are all the medical physicists. They are all in Kenyatta National Hospital. So in our group, I can just since I have my mobile here, I can look at the group information. Normally, when we have 214 people. So there's Agri Wahule, and then there are so many people, and then there's this Andrew Kim. Him is in Australia. Yeah, but you can try him. There's no harm because he's been trying to sell equipment, and then of course there are these people from now Nuclear Regulatory Authority. There's Lona, there's Mayaka, and then there's Rose Nyabanda. She used to be the chief radiologist. Now she's a deputy director. You know Rose Nyabanda?
Yeah, so from KNH.
Yeah, you can also put her. And then there is this Dr. Korir. Him is a medical physicist. He's in New York.
Actually, I wanted him to be one of the panelists.
Please,
okay.
then you reach out to him.
Okay.
And then we have Bernard Kiprotich. So you can't lack people. We have people, so it's just to convince them and get their buy-in on that Friday.
So now I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Because we initially we had said that we are going to reach out to them. And I can see from the list we have so many of them. How about we put it first in the group, ask them to volunteer?
So you are just going with what Grace has suggested. Grace had given 2 options. So for me, I'm for you for that. The chair decide.
Grace, what do you think?
That's Grace's idea.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
Yes.
I have no issue with that also. But I hope we won't get more than 1,000 volunteers where everybody wants to be a panelist also.
Actually, the best thing is when you get those 1,000 and then you ask them to suggest a topic or discussion points. Then the ones who actually give you the discussion points, that is the questions you'll ask them. That is the questions I will ask them because I'll be the host. It makes my life easier. After you have many people willing, and then out of those many people willing, you challenge them. Tell us which topic you want to cover. And then when they say which topics they want to cover, if let's say out of those 1,000 now they reduce to 10, now we have 10 people to say now we sat and agreed that these 5 are the most in thing at the moment. And then now we tell the other 5, we will call you another day when we wish to have you. Just like people do with the interviews. You know, many people apply, but only a few get the jobs. The others usually get letters.
Okay, we can also do that, Diana. We can also ask the people to volunteer. It's also a nice approach.
So we do both. We ask people to volunteer and we also contact the ones that you really feel should be
Present, yes.
Okay.
And then there's this, my namesake. The guy is always willing to talk. You know him, Dr. David Ndirangu. You've never met any of you.
Is he in Kenya?
Yes, David Ndirangu is around. In fact, he's the only one. He's the only one who I've never quarreled with, despite me not liking how he has done his topic of nuclear medicine. You know, he left without leaving a successor. And then he got all the extra contracts until Kenyatta can't give any other extra contract because of his age. And now the department is literally closed. But he's very knowledgeable, and he will not refuse to talk, I think.
So I think we are making good.
Actually, we finished we finished 45 minutes on that first topic.
Yeah.
But this
but I think we have
can have it out.
Lunch, so I don't know whether I'll take lunch as we continue with the meeting, or what will happen.
No, you take lunch.
You can eat
lunch.
I think we've made good progress so far, and we're almost done with this first item. So maybe just to.
And then there's a lady from Uganda called Nakatunde Rebecca. She's also a radiographer like Caesar. They work
What's her name?
Nakatunde Rebecca.
Who?
Nakatunde.
What's her name again?
Nakatunde Rebecca.
Nakatunde.
Yes, yes. She's very vocal.
That's why you laughing.
She's a member of our association. In fact, she promised us to get Ugandans, but she's like my namesake. He always promised to get me to get a successor, but he retired without getting a successor.
Okay. Okay. So, Cairo, up to you now.
Yeah. So I think we are moving on well, and just to highlight what we've agreed so far. So the topic should be on radiation protection in human health. Then we have said we'll allow people to join, all people who are interested to join in. And then we've said we'll post in the group for volunteers, and we'll ask them to give them the topics. Our tentative date is discussion points. Yeah, so the tentative date is 17th of April. So we need to maybe have somebody who will do this posting. Then maybe I would suggest that once we communicate this, we had suggested we have another meeting on Tuesday, and then we'll know who are willing to be part of the panel. And I can help design a flyer, which we can circulate even on Facebook page with the panelists.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Why can't we do the meeting on Monday?
Yeah, on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think unless we have something to add on that, we can move on to the next item. So who will do the communication, maybe, to the group?
You relax. Secretary is me and Diana will work it out.
Yeah, you are in charge of communication.
Yeah, I suggest Grace.
No problem.
Yeah.
So you can communicate that. So and then we said our next meeting will be on Monday or Tuesday, so that we'll get a feedback on this.
So the communication on the group should be done like today to go on throughout the weekend. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the next item is on the website. If you look at our website, it's not very well updated. I think Daktari had even shared some pictures which were taken during the AGM. We have not been able to update. So I think I don't know who has the right to do update to this website. Are we having somebody assisting us to maintain the website, or we are supposed to do it ourselves? I don't know.
I think I forwarded to the password and everything for the website, Cairo.
You sent to who?
To you. Everybody has the password, and I don't know. That's how you still have the password and everything?
No, for me, I don't have the password. I don't have access to it.
Me too.
Actually, Grace,
Mm.
yeah, the website, normally the way I understand websites, because the previous website, the one which eventually the gentleman, Ben, I think was his name, who was hosting us, like that one I used to update. All Ben used to do was make sure that we are live, such that if anybody puts www.earp.org, he gets to our website. That's the only thing Ben used to do. But now the person you got us is even better than Ben. But that's my personal opinion. Is better than Ben. He communicates, and also he gives you suggestions. That's what I found with and I think he's younger. He's much younger compared, let's say, to myself. So I found him very communicative and very willing to assist. So going forward, but this is only a suggestion, it will be good either the chair and maybe yourselves as secretaries, going forward, that is, you get this password which he can give you. In fact, he had made me able to do changes if I so wished, and that will allow you to be updating it so that it reflects what you want it to look like. But that's a suggestion from me. Otherwise, for me, I wouldn't want to be updating anything on it. It is better you do it yourselves because it's now your watch.
Probably the problem with us having maybe the rights, we might interfere with the structure. So when we are trying maybe to change, I don't know, whether you'll be able to provide maybe some rights which are limited, so that we are maybe exclusively dealing with updating just the content but not the structure. Because sometimes if you get the full rights, you are trying to move around, you might find yourself messing up with the whole structure. So it'd be good maybe he just provide rights for maybe making minor changes, not on the structure, but on some updates, regular updates. And then for major issues which deals with structure, probably we might need to have him assist us in those areas. I don't know. And then we don't have a logo yet in the website.
Our logo.
Logo is still missing. Yes. So is he able to do that? Just provide us with some.
You are the one who didn't send the logo. You remember you said you designed the logo. Until today, we're still.
Actually, I even got the older one. The older one, I got it from in my computer. I'll send it to you.
What's happened?
Actually, the best thing.
What you do,
yes,
other than sending it to me, this is what I'll do, Cairo.
Yes.
I'll write to the guy who's doing the website with you in copy.
Yes.
Telling him that you want to communicate directly to him with whatever issues you have. If you want the password, if you want anything, he will give you everything that you need. Whether you want to put
the way help us, because I think we still need him in terms of maintaining.
No, he has not helping. Yeah. But if there's something that you can do to improve the website on our own, he has also no problem with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he can still update the information, but at times when he's too slow, when you want something and he's not updating the way we want, he can also avail it for us to update it the way we want faster.
Okay.
Yeah, for the logo, you said you will design the logo and send it to the guy. So we're still waiting on you to design the logo and send it to him.
Okay, okay, I will do that. Actually, you have a lot of free time nowadays.
Yeah.
Really, you do?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, then I have a point on the website. Do you remember I collected some information from the members through that Google form? And I said, I wrote an email, I think 2 weeks ago, saying that I want to clean up that data so that we can put it in the website. Remember, the one reason why I thought we need to collect that information is so that we now sort out that issue of having the bio information on our members, as well as get their contacts and everything. So I think what should go to the website is like their photo, their bio together with their photos. I'm not sure if we can put their contact information there. Some people may not be willing for their information to be out there on the website. So we can retain that for ourselves. But I need to clean up how some people wrote their bio. Some people wrote so much, some people just align. So I think that's that is some of the information that I need to sort out. Then we can have it put in the website. Then of course I'm going to ask people to fill that form again because I only have response from 19 people. I think 19 or is it 17?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that is maybe fair enough. There was the issue of that our website doesn't support database. I think we are supposed to maybe the fee for being able to support some database was supposed to be higher, or what was happening? Because we can pay for the amount, and then
if you go back to the communication we had with the website guy, he gave us a basic package of the website. And I remember that time we just wanted something basic, and then we'd agreed we'll upgrade it later after we've seen his services. So I don't know. I'm not very good with websites. I don't know what our database requires. I'm not really conversant with the website things. So I propose if there's anybody of us, maybe Cairo is very conversant with websites. Maybe you can take up with the guy and ask him the website database, what it takes, such things. Because for me, I'll be lying if I'm conversant with those things.
Yeah, I think you can link me up with him, and then maybe in the next meeting I can update you on what is required of us to get, because the issue of now having to update the BIOS manually will not be there. So everybody.
I don't know. He had said that you could put the BIOS, and I don't know what. You'll talk to him, because to say the truth, I'll be lying if I begin telling you I know the details. It's not my area of expertise.
Yeah, so you can share his contact as well, even as you write to him by email, because it will be easier maybe to.
But I thought I already did that. Because everybody, Diana, do you have his email address?
Yeah, I think so. You would always copy us when you're writing to him. But
that was before I became an official, maybe.
It's
so
good if
probably
Grace
the communication
introduces you to him.
Yeah.
So I should add him in the loop, huh?
Yes, just connect Cairo and the website person.
Okay.
So I'll give a feedback on our meeting during our meeting next week.
So Cairo, if I get you very correct, you want the website person to make the website in such a way that people can actually log in and put their bio and their photo and all that.
Yeah, there was somewhere we are supposed to create a profile, and that information should appear in some page somewhere. But we were doing this, you put your profile. I don't know where that information was going. He said we don't have our website does not support database. Because once that information is captured, it's supposed to appear. Everybody can be able to do their own bio and it should appear in the website. Instead of you having to work through each and every person's, process every person's information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has something here for creator profile.
Yes, if you go to organization, and down there you are supposed to do a description, choose a picture.
Yeah, and it has this thing for you put your website and all that. So
yes.
So some things have to be made clear, like what is description? This should be like your bio or something.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you discuss that with him. It will be easier than me collecting this information from them and having to clean it up.
Yeah, we can have a page where once somebody sign up, maybe it need to maybe get approved so to appear on the website. Maybe you need to be a paid up member. You need to go through, but they'll feed all the information. You just need to click accept and have it displayed in the website.
And then maybe there's a way of, now that you talked about paid up members, anyone can just go put their information there. So there has to be a way of us now approving that information to be visible from our website. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. If you can be able to help us in that, I think that would ease your work. Have an easier.
Yeah, please talk to him.
Yeah. So then I think the last item, which I felt maybe we need to discuss, probably maybe tackled some of these issues on the work plan, because I feel that for members, they want to know what value they are getting once they pay their subscription annually. And I had shared some activities which I had proposed. I had just drawn all these activities from our objectives, so that when you approach somebody, they'll ask what benefits, what am I getting some value, added value in being a member. So like we can have training courses. I think the way we are going, even this webinar session, is we are doing some training in a way such that people feel the benefit and the need to remain a member. Next year, you ask somebody to pay for 2,000. You'll ask you, what did I gain by paying 2,000 last year?
Previously, yeah.
Yeah. So I had shared some table last time, and it had the objective, activity, what are the deliverables, how do we verify that the objective has been achieved, and the timeline, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. In objective number 2, it was to do with issues in organizing scientific meetings on the application of physics to health and safety in general. And I had suggested that we can have organize conferences or meetings in the field of radiation protection in partnership with our stakeholders. So, and I think these sessions, video conferencing, they come in to fill some of these gaps.
Some of this, yeah.
Yeah. And when you are speaking to somebody, when you are marketing the association, asking somebody to join in, you'll be able to tell them these are the benefits you can get from this. Yeah, so I think we still have that table. We can try to populate it, come up with some ideas. And Daktari, I think he'll be very resourceful maybe in this area. Daktari, are you still with us?
For me, I'm a host, so it's your meeting, really.
Yeah.
A host and a resource person as well.
Yeah. So maybe Daktari is just hosting us. So if I can comment on the work plan, I remember I had looked at it earlier. Yes, like the first objective or visit activity about training courses in partnership with our stakeholders. I think that is something that we were already doing. So it's just a matter of revamping it and continue doing that, because we've had trainings previously by RPP whereby our members participate. I'm not sure if we had any this year so far.
No.
Grace, it's usually me and Grace who who handle this in terms of nomination and all that. I can't remember us doing any this year so far. And then
No, we haven't.
Yeah. So
I was thinking in the line of, instead of waiting for some other institutions to organize for training, and then we have to nominate maybe 1 or 2 persons. So if we can have, somewhere, for our members, where we engage the, our stakeholders, they don't have to pay anything, or they have to pay, just a small amount, not equivalent to what somebody who is not a member should pay. Like what Collins organizes, probably if you are a member, you can get trained at maybe at a cheaper fee, or something like this. I don't know. Or we can also organize our own as EAARP.
I'm not sure.
The human resource.
I'm not sure if we can organize ourselves, because I don't think we have the money. The best way to do this kind of training is with our partners, because we wouldn't have money to like host, to even have a venue. I don't know what, Grace, what do you say?
I also think the same way. If we can have a partnership with one of the people organizing, then it's a better way.
So the focus here should be us finding those partners.
Holders, yeah.
Who are willing to work with us, yeah.
Yeah, so for now, I think we have RPB, which is now what? Kenya Nuclear Regulatory Authority.
Yeah, something like that.
We have KEBS. There's a time one of the members asked me, because Grace and Collins, usually you will post the trainings that KEBS is having. You know, the ones that you have in Mombasa and all that?
Yeah.
And she was asking me if EAARP members can participate in that and be sponsored. And I told her, no, we can't support people.
Actually, you see what we can do for an EAARP member? We can give them topics to come and present in the event.
To come
and then you pay them for the presentation.
What about like covering their transport and their accommodation? No.
So you are paid, alafu you jipanga with the money.
Oh, so that money can be able to support. Okay, so
yeah, but it will be better if they make sure that they have a presentation on each and every day, so that as they present, they are allowed to go through the session for the whole day, for the whole week.
So will they get the certificate at the end of it, or you just get the knowledge? Yeah?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh, okay. That I think that would, and that this also would support, because I think this particular person, this particular member is a student.
That would be the best way to go about it, because I'll be lying that I can do whatever, like not bring him for free in the training hall. That one it will be a big lie on my side.
Okay. So maybe that time I should have asked you, yeah? Not just say we cannot. Okay, but those trainings never happened yet.
They happened. Which ones? The one for this year?
Yeah, for this, it was this year.
No, for this year, we postponed them until further notice because of the corona, whatever.
Oh, so maybe we can, when it is up again, we can.
Yes.
I can get back to her. Cindy.
Yeah. Or you can just write to me and Collins, and then we'll respond to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, which other partners would we have? Nacosti. Do they usually
provide us during our AGM? They even provide us lunch.
But
and space.
So we can target some of those trainings that they have and all that, and have our members be there. Okay.
Because I'm looking at our objectives. If you are to take stock, we have, I think, 4 objectives. How do we roll out, or how do we work towards achieving these objectives?
Achieving them, yeah.
Achieving these objectives. Either we feel we cannot, when we say we cannot be able to organize for a training course, yet our objective is to provide a medium whereby professionals in radiation protection can advance science, radiation technology. Then we need to come up with ways of making sure that we are able to achieve these objectives for members.
WhatsApp is doing, Cairo, WhatsApp is already doing that. Then again, another better way of achieving it, if we are not able to afford hiring a venue and doing whatever, we can do it through the webinar that we want to start doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you see, through the online one, there's no cost.
Yeah, the volunteers.
Then again, you will get people who are interested in knowledge only. But if we say that take people at Safari Park for training, people just come to it. Very few come for the knowledge. I'm telling you the truth, Diana, by the way. If there's no per diem included there, some people just specifically come because it's a free training. They come there specifically just for breakfast, lunch, 4 o'clock tea. Breakfast, lunch. But if you say online, like now on the webinar that we're going to start doing, you'll find that only people who are really interested will be there. You don't have these idlers, people who come to just for the sake of it. You won't have such people. But if EAARP had money, personally, I wouldn't mind if we'll do such trainings. Alternatively, other than doing them for free, we can charge members money.
Yeah.
A small, not much.
I don't know, we can charge them money so that we don't have people coming for free, like people just coming for eating and all that. So I don't know how much we can charge to make sure that we break even. I don't know whether our members are also willing to go an extra mile and pay an extra cost to get trained.
Wow, yeah.
Actually, most members will not be willing to pay any money. Like the students, you find people who are also doing their PhDs, they are working, they want to register as students so that they can pay 500.
I don't know, but I don't know whether we can. It would have been better if we have partners who can put in money in the training, and then we get members to just pay something like even if it's 5,000, just as a way of commitment. But the whole training be funded with partners.
Maybe it's something we can think in the future.
Okay, so, and the other thing that I think we should consider is that if this is a core objective of the association, then we have to design these trainings ourselves, and then we can call people to come on board, compared to just waiting for these partners to have events, and then we can nominate people.
So that's also okay.
Limitations.
Yeah. So. So yeah, we are already in April. The year has moved.
First quarter is
yeah. So I don't know. We need to.
But with now this corona, teaching us how to use some of these tools, online tools, it should be easier to roll out some of this.
Yeah.
The logistics, it's not as when you have to organize for a physical meeting.
So maybe we can, what we can do, we can take advantage of this teleconference that we have. We are planning to do next week. We learn lessons from it. We see how it goes, and then from there, maybe we can see how we can organize a training. I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
And of course, after this corona passes, then we can get going with how we can have these trainings with whereby we can have like more than 3 days of training, or maybe up to 3 days of training and all that. And then, of course, together with our partners. Remember, we have corporate partners, corporate members like Nupea, RPP, Nacosti. Instead of asking them, okay, or maybe as in addition to the subscription that we have from them, we can also ask them to host.
Sponsor. Yeah.
Sponsor.
Trainings,
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's something we can think about.
Yeah. Then I think we can ask them to sponsor, but we should avoid this whole thing of making it just free of charge for members.
For members,
you pay some. Yes. You have to pay some.
Yeah, maybe even if it's 2,000 or even if it's 1,000.
Yeah.
Just as commitment fee, so that we avoid this whole idea of people just coming to idle around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Grace, you would really be of assistance in us doing this, because you usually have the trainings by KEBS, yeah. So utatusaidia.
Yeah.
To come up with organize ours.
I'm looking for a way on how to assist EAARP, but my biggest challenge comes when we take the training to Mombasa.
No. This one will be Nairobi.
Oh, yeah. So Nairobi. Let me see the one that the upcoming one that is in Nairobi. Yeah, it is much easier for me to do something for EAARP if it's in Nairobi than in Mombasa. In Mombasa, it gets so tricky even to have anything done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're almost done. It's almost 4:30, so you can maybe move to AOB unless Daktari,
the meeting is taking too long, and I'm just about to log off.
No, I don't have any AOB. My meetings never have AOBs. You've taken 1 hour 47 minutes so far.
Okay.
I'm complaining. I'm just about to log off.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Unless there is any AOB, I think we can end it here. Then we'll.
No, I have AOB. Is it AOB or whatever? Just something I wanted to inform you. We now have a number of people who have paid their membership renewal fee. So I'm planning, or maybe it's something I should have done. I want to give everyone their certificate, the electronic certificate. Everyone who has paid so far.
I think
that is in order.
That is what should happen anyway.
Yeah.
That's all.
So Diana, I'm doing the draft message and sending to the group in a short while, and then you give me your feedback.
Okay.
And don't forget to connect me to the website guy, as well.
Why would I forget, Cairo?
No, just remind me. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm logging out.
Okay. So I think the
it's
meeting.
Okay. Thank you so much for having time. I appreciate.
What are you drinking? I can't see you.
Who, me?
Yeah, it seems like you're hiding.
No,
really?
I think you're the one who is having slow connection. Your image is just frozen.
No, but I can see Diana.
Otherwise, I start drinking after 5. I don't start drinking before 5.
Daktari, before you log off, yeah?
No, I'm not logging off. I'm not logging off. It is Grace who said she's logging off.
I want to ask something. Okay, Grace, you can go.
All right, guys, see you.
But maybe what?
See you. So we'll talk on Monday.
Yes. Daktari.
I'm also off.
You're also off. Okay. Niacheni mimi na daktari.
Okay,
I'm stopping to record,
Okay, yeah, please. Yeah, daktari. I want to know.
Recording.
Yeah. I want to ask about eggs. I want eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Eggs. No, I don't think, now we don't, I don't think there are any eggs now.
What happened? I talked with your daughter and she told me
They are none, eh?
The chicken are in Goslow.
No. Actually, what happened, eh? What happened, where I was keeping them, one of my in-laws was building a house. You understand? So
one of your neighbors?
My in-laws. She's a relative, but she's not in Kenya. So she was building a house. And normally when you're building a house, you normally want somebody on the site. Yeah, so what happened is she started building this house way back in 2014. Yeah, so 2015 I got involved. I mean, not 2016, 2017, thereabouts. Actually 2017, I got involved. That's when we had elections, 2017.
Yes.
Yeah, I got involved. Yes. Yeah, so she told me she had been having challenges with the people who she was hosting at the site. You know, normally you have a quarter acre or an eighth or an acre or whatever. Then you build a small one-roomed mabati house. Then you put there a man. So the last person she had before I got involved was a son to her sister. You understand? So what this young man did, he actually impregnated a girl in the locality.
Okay.
Yeah. So now when I got involved, I also got a nephew who wanted to come to Nairobi. But so that he doesn't go impregnating the neighbors, I started making him keep the chicken.
Is that the place we went in Gong?
Yes, with your father.
With my dad.
Yes, your father. So so that young man there, to make him busy, because chicken are very labor intensive. Yes. I started with 10. There's a time I even reached 400. And that time when there were 400, I had now 2 young men. But now the house is complete. If you want to rent, you can rent it. Yeah, okay. And now it became not proper to have chicken there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got rid of them.
All of them.
I never told my nephew that I didn't want him to impregnate anybody there. But it worked so far.
It works, yeah.
In-law has never had a case.
From 2017.
Yeah, up to today. Because you know, okay, I don't know you, but anyway, chicken, they are very labor intensive. So if you keep chicken, you have to keep checking on them. And in the process of checking on them, you cannot afford. Yeah. So now what I've done, there are no chicken there now. So there are no eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was a hobby for me for keeping the. So what I want to do, because apparently I impressed my wife. Women are very hard to impress. But anyway, apparently I impressed her. So she has gotten me another place. But now this is hers, not
yours. Oh yeah, it's your place.
Yeah, and normally she tells me when a place is still virgin, that what is yours is mine. But when I develop it, you might turn tables and tell me that
I bought this place.
I know this is my place. But anyway, all the same, I want to start again slowly, like I did the other time, because now she's gotten a bigger space than that one. Yeah, and I can do anything I want with the space. That's what she has told me that. So actually what I've done, that's where I'm coming from now. What I've done now is I've grown vegetables. These are sukuma wikis, and they have done well. I'm trying now maize and beans.
Okay.
And then by the time I will be harvesting beans, if it rains, I want to start keeping because the space is very big. So I can fence like the other one was an eighth of the one where I went with you and your dad. That was an eighth. Yeah, okay. But this other one is a full acre. So I can play with it the way I want.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now there are no eggs because there are no chicken. There are no chicken. It's nothing to do with the chicken misbehaving. Because normally the way I understand hens, once they are like those ones were kienyeji. So once they were 6-7 months old, they started laying eggs. And the way the history of hens is, or the makeup of hens is, they can lay continuously like for 20 days or 8 days, and then they stop for a week or two.
Yeah.
Then they start again.
Okay. Then we are going to wait.
Oh, you liked those eggs, eh?
Yes, I always eat kienyeji eggs from when I knew that you're selling them. I always used to. If I don't get from you, I don't eat.
Yeah, I have also another family. I used to supply them like 3 trays per week. So when I stopped supplying them, I was with them late last month, March. I was with them. They invited me to their place. They insisted. They told me a story which I thought was fiction. They told me that they tried buying eggs from other places, and they found they're not like those ones. But you know, me and my son, we don't eat eggs.
Yeah. You told me.
So actually, that family is the one which made me decide I will start keeping them again because in fact, even the children were saying what the parents were saying. Then I thought, but those chicken used to eat a lot of grass.
Yeah.
And worms also, yeah.
And worms,
but this place where I've gotten, I want to start slowly again. I want to start slowly, like let's say with 10, then I go 20, then I go 40. Yeah, because the ones which I had, I never really had a mishap like an illness like COVID invading them, such that they were all down. I never had such a mishap. But again was sort of secluded such that there were no many visitors. You remember the place, eh? So that
I know
house
the place in Gong.
The house is now complete.
It's
and
now
they even have a gate, and now somebody can rent the place.
How much is the rent?
The owner was talking of 40,000.
Oh, and it's such a big house.
Yeah, it's 4 bedrooms. Yeah, it's 4 bedrooms. And you know now, if let's say one was to take that place, one has the whole of that space. One can even do what I was doing, or if you like, or if you like flowers, like one of my daughters does, you plant flowers.
Okay.
The space is there.
Okay, that's good to hear now. Now I think I will I'll find out what I can do as I wait for you to start me keeping them again.
Yeah, I
know I liked them.
Okay.
Coley and Pauline.
Oh, Pauline also.
Yeah.
And how is she? I haven't seen her this year.
She's well. She's She's in self-isolation.
Everybody, I think. It's not only her. Everybody's self-isolation. Because the way I'm seeing with this disease, it mainly affects people like me who are older, not people like you who are younger.
But I think I was reading on Twitter yesterday, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but they were giving a breakdown of the ages of the 179 people, and there was a good number of young people like me, and even younger than me, who are amongst the positive cases.